Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time zone you are tuning in from. I'm Jeffrey E. Berger, and welcome to Holistic Mental Fitness Series, where myself and Mupo Entertainment believes mental fitness is the new physical health. Today, I'm very excited because I'm wrapping up season 4, episode 13, which really marks today is my 52nd episode with this amazing interview series. And the tradition has been to invite special guests to really share their stories and expertise from all forms of life. However, today it's going to be just a little different. For those who are familiar with my show, you've heard me say, I believe we all should be living in abundance and optimum wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. I believe this from the bottom of my heart. The cold reality is that it is not the norm for most people today, unfortunately. However, there is always hope for that to change for those that are looking for change. For the past 4 seasons, I've been focusing mostly on physical, mental, emotional, and sometimes spiritual wellness with my interviewees. And it's only just this season I started to interview some amazing people who have insight to holistic financial fitness, which is very exciting to me. And I want to start sharing that with my audience. So, with that being said, today I'm actually going to be your featured guest because I'm going to share a number of things that are leading up to season 5, which will be focused again primarily on holistic financial fitness. And I have some incredible people already lined up to kick off the season that are on my interview list, and I'm going to be really excited to bring them on board. So, financial fitness will finally be incorporated into this series. I've been blessed to be hosting as part of the Mupo TV Familia series. You know, several people have asked me, why finances? That's a great question. You know what? Today, finances is the number one stressor for most people in the world. And it's an epidemic. And this is a major topic of discussion. And I'm excited about it for several reasons, which I'll share with you in this episode, which I'm closing out today of Holistic Mental Fitness Season 4. So with that, before I get started, we're going to take a short commercial break, okay? And for those that are interested, you can find this interview series in collaboration with Mupo Entertainment at mupotv.com, or you can actually download the app, the Mupo Entertainment app on Android or iPhone, and we're also seen on Fire TV, Vimeo, Roku. So with that being said, we'll be right back after this short commercial. Awesome. So we are back. And for those that don't know about me, if this is the first time that you're really coming on board seeing this series, let me share just a little bit about who I am. I'm actually the founder and the owner of Abundance and Optimum Wellness. I have a certification as a holistic wellness coach as well as health and integrative wellness coach. And today, I'm actually getting certified as a node licensing expert, which is around cryptocurrency. And this is here, and it will be here to stay. And that's something that we're going to be talking about a little bit about today throughout season 5 as well. So as a holistic wellness coach, I'm aligned with the only holistic mental wellness company that focuses on the microbiome, which is the gut, brain, heart axis. And that is what I've been focusing on in pretty much in seasons 1 through 4. So we're going to break it up a little bit. I'm originally from Western New York, grew up in a small town outside of the city, about 30 minutes. I have 4 brothers, a mom, a dad, and one brother who has since passed. And I'm currently living in Southwest Florida with my husband Joshua and our three four-legged children, Zoe, Zorro, and Zelda. The Z's, they're attacking us. And I'm also an ex-software engineer of 27 years working in the corporate world, very long and stressful hours. I left that industry in 2016 due to total burnout and continued serious health complications that were manifesting during my journey with type 2 diabetes. And just to give you a little insight, in 2018, I was introduced to this company that really enlightened me to the importance of gut health. And this gives you that visual of where I was and to where I am today. And this is a lifestyle change that I chose back then. And by 2022, that was the year of transformation for me. I reversed my diabetes. I came off of 5 medications, and I reduced stress and anxiety and depression. That was at a 10 plus down to pretty much a level 0 today, being able to manage it, rather evaluate rather than react to certain situations. And that's something that I've learned, and I teach my clients about that as well. But what are we here for today? We're actually here for financial wellness. So with that, cryptocurrency, this new idea around digital currency, cryptocurrency, you've heard about Bitcoin, all of this stuff. Back in 2009, I was introduced to it, and I said, oh, it'll never last. It'll never last. It's a scam. It's a pyramid. Whatever the case may be. Well, lo and behold, where are we? We're almost 12 to 13 years later. Where is it today? It is going to be the norm. And so about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided to step out. So there is a lot of noise out there about this, as well as financial institutions as they are getting ready and prepared for this new change. And the bottom line is that this needs to be realized, and this is the future. Digital currency is here to stay, as I said, and most likely will replace the American fiat dollar. Is that confirmed? I'm not going to say yes, that is a confirmation. It is in discussion, but the likelihood is looking pretty good that it may be replaced. So what do you do with that information is really totally up to you. And that's what I did. Back in the day, I was standoffish. I didn't want anything to do with it, and I stayed away from it. But in about 2016 is when I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone. And this is something that I'm glad that I did, and I'm encouraging other people to do the same. So why am I saying this? As I said, in 2009 is when Bitcoin came out, saying that Ponzi scheme, scam, it'll never last. Well, here we are today. And just to give you an idea of, the growth of this, in 2013, a $1,000 investment into Bitcoin is worth today $140,000. All right. And those numbers are, up and down. And in 2023, the Bitcoin is worth $30,200. Yes, that's per coin. However, it has gone up to $60,000 per coin. So if you look at 2013, the price of Bitcoin was between $13 and $1,100. So what if that was you thinking that then, saying, what should I have done between 2013 and today? So 2020 is when my eyes really opened up to more possibilities. And I was always hesitant, as I said, because I was taught old school. We're all taught old school. And sometimes I was cynical and, skeptical. But cynical is not something that is good to be, but there's a lot of people that are cynical. If you're skeptical, but then you're open to some possibilities. However, my mindset changed, allowing me to open the doors to getting information because I wasn't being told the right thing, as I said. Because, for example, the medical system From a medical assistant perspective, I was told that I had to be on medications to manage my type 2 diabetes. I was told that I have to invest in the stock market and traditional ways of investing, but who owns most of those? And those are owned by BlackRock and um, JP Morgan and a lot of other organizations who are making a ton of money off of us. So we're basically being taught to be slaves to the systems while those who created them are benefiting and becoming the wealthy ones. So I said, enough is enough. I took control of my own physical and mental wellness back then, and now I'm taking control of my financial wellness and not being told what to do from my financial planner. I'm learning on my own and helping others to do the same. What I've learned is I ask myself, who am I listening to? Who am I talking to? Because that really resonated with me a couple of years ago, because what I've done is I look at the lifestyle that those people are living today. And if it's a lifestyle that you are looking to obtain, then those are the people that you are going to gravitate to get the information, to find out what they did to get what they where they are today. Not necessarily the monetary, the houses, the cars, the whatever, but the idea here is the options. It's about options. What choices do you have today if you're only making, if you're making $150,000 a year versus $1.5 million a year? So when I looked at my financial planner, who was driving a beat up old car, lived in a moderate home, and was very, very conservative, that was not what I was looking for. I'm diversifying my portfolio with residual income through my health coaching business. And now I've brought in this cryptocurrency to add additional streams of income, because the infamous Tony Robbins said a true entrepreneur has 7 different streams of income coming in. So I started to change who I was listening to, who I was hanging around with, and that ultimately is part of the formulation. So, motivational speaker Jim Rohn says that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And this relates to the law of averages, which is the theory that the result of any given situation will be the average of all outcomes. So with that, as I said, I have been expanding my circle of influence, the entrepreneurs that I'm working with, I'm aligned with, I'm being educated with, or from, I should say. And I want to just share some of the individuals who I'm really privileged and humbled to be associated with, and learning some of the tricks of the trade here. So first, I'm going to introduce 𝐅𝐈𝐍𝐀𝐍𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋. He is the founder, director, and the CEO of the Optimum One, which is an international real estate fractional ownership program that has multiple projects that I'm really excited about and have participated in. Next, I have Tahir Hussein. He's international speaker. Today one of my financial coaches, and he is an international author of The Unstoppable Millionaire. Brilliant mind. He became a millionaire in his 20s. And then we've got Dr. Anthony Van Tonder. He is the CEO of Conversion Academy, a legacy coach and behavior modification specialist, a man on a mission to learn, lead, and inspire. And then the last one for today is I'm going to share is Mike Healy, and he is an entrepreneur in direct sales. He's a trainer, a speaker, a digital currency coach, who has taught me a lot about commodity trading and more, which is what I'm going to share a little bit with you today. So with that, the next couple of slides I'm going to share with you are about 2 of the 4 major projects that we're currently involved with, to provide you an introduction to the possibilities of what's out there for those that are looking. This isn't for everybody, obviously, but for those that are looking for diversification, that's what I'm here for, is to provide that information, the value. Many people that I'm talking to, their 401ks are dropping down to 101ks. They're running scared. They want to be able to look at other options and investigate what the possibilities are for them. I'm not going to go into great depth at all, just as I said, provide some basic information. And then if you're interested in getting some more details about it, we can talk about that at the end. So with that, let's start with the first one. And I talked about VR-to-One. And this is, we talk about the first brick that lays by taking advantage of a real estate opportunity and the ability of reaching your aspirations. And this is an organization that has combined experience of over 100 years in sales, marketing, business management, and networking. And their core actions are own, share, and grow. And let's take a quick look, because this is, as I said, it's an international real estate fractional ownership program, owning a piece of the pie.
You have that brick that lasts forever.
Yes, from placing the first brick to shattering age-old ideas of success, breaking the barriers with every step, VR-to-One continues the tradition of exceeding the limits of success. From taking a leap of faith for everyone to cementing roots for all, here is the groundbreaking crossover for the community. VR-to-One now makes it possible to acquire property in the prestigious Paramount Midtown Hotel Apartments, a prominent location in the heart of the Business Bay and downtown Dubai. Paramount Midtown Hotel Apartments paint a tale of luxury and comfort, the splendor of Hollywood within your reach. To become part of this magnificent asset, VR-to-One introduces the most authentic version of fractional ownership. Share benefits of asset appreciation, income sharing, and priority access with fractional ownership. With VR-to-One's fractional ownership, you can now attain properties in the most eminent projects around the world. This will gradually become the best way to secure investments, your future, and aspirations. Like blocks that collide together to resound a loud bang, let's make it more secure and lucrative. NFT, the emerging market player with a total market value of $15.7 billion, is expected to rise to $80 billion by 2025. Any NFT which is sold on a higher bid will have a collective impact on all the fractions. Connected with the property, NFT value gets increased when property price gets a gain, rental increases. NFT trade, cumulative benefits and growth for the community. Powered by the most trustworthy technology, blockchain. And now, you can have your own share. So come and be a part of the revolution. Join the ecosystem of fractional ownership that is reliable, real, and is heavily technology ingrained. Data-driven technology that helps you keep your investments safe and secure. This is the fractional ownership of property that is concrete, authentic, and embedded with technology. It is Authentic.
Okay, we are back, and I hope you found some great value out of that video. I'm very, very excited because I'm going to be flying to Dubai in August of 2023 for a leadership summit and plan to visit 2 of the many properties that we are currently fractional owners with. So I wanted to share one small example of an investment that we initially did when we were doing our due diligence way back. So we started out with a small scope of investing about $50,000. And we want to start out small just to kind of get a scope of the land and see how things would go. So within 3 years, the return of that investment developed $75,000. So it was a total of $125,000 with a $50,000 investment. So that is one example, because there are other packages that are available, $50,000, $100,000. So since then, we've actually added 5 more fractional ownership projects to our portfolio. And what I can say is you cannot get these returns from the stock market today. So that is project number one, 𝐅𝐈𝐍𝐀𝐍𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋 and fractional ownership. And we're going to bring up project number two. And this is 𝐼𝐀𝐋 Global. And this is really an online self-betterment platform that offers community-based learning services. And it really helps produce content to maximize your potential. And it's really done by working with mentors and really spreading ideas through learning technology with dramatically amplifying lasting personal transformations. And in June of 2022, they partnered with DebtBox. And this is a partnership that is exclusive with 𝐼𝐿𝐍𝐀 Global that has become an exclusive direct selling reseller of their node technologies, which I'll get into in a moment here. But DEBT is decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain technology. And this is where commodities or crypto really meets commodities in this industry. And it's an exciting and amazing platform. And what I love about it is there's an academy. It's all about learning. It's all about education, which I'll get into a little bit later. But that was one of the big reasons that I hesitated for many, many years in regards to stepping out of my comfort zone and really taking a look at what this industry is all about. So with that, looking at software mining licenses node. And so what is a node? We've talked about blockchains, cryptocurrencies use blockchains, which require nodes to operate. And a node is a piece of software that really connects to other nodes in the blockchain to create a network. And nodes are where data is stored, and this is where they receive and transmit information. And they are crucial to network security and integrity. So with that, nodes enforce the rules of protocol. All blockchain transactions must pass through nodes as they validate the transactions via a consensus mechanism, aka algorithm. And you've heard algorithm being thrown across the different social media platforms. And this is all about mathematical calculations. Multiple nodes must agree that the transaction is legitimate by confirmation. And that's the beauty of this blockchain technology. And it's confirmed and agreed to that it is legitimate before it is agreed to be a final transaction, which is something really great. Some nodes contain full transaction history and others don't. So each blockchain has its own protocol or a way of validating transactions. Example, Bitcoin protocol is different from Ethereum and has a different means of consensus. So they each develop their own transaction verification validation. Thus, what a node actually does in any given blockchain technology will vary from token to token. So with that, 𝐼𝐿𝐍𝐀 Global has joined with the DebtBox organization, the company which offers these nodes. And I talked about commodities. Crypto meets commodities, and commodities are what we're doing is we're licensing these commodities. So this is an example of some of the commodities that I am participating in. For example, DEBT. I won't get into the details of that because that really encompasses everything that is available through the different projects that the DebtBox has to offer. But for example, you've got BGLD, and that's black gold, which is oil. Grow is a organic farming that is now, there are farms being set up in Ghana, Africa for organic farming. NATG is natural gas, just to list a few of these commodities. And this is where these commodities, they've been there for years and years and years. We consume them, and now they're transitioning over into the digital world. So how does DebtBox really work? So utilizing DebtBox's proprietary software, you can create a portfolio of blockchain miners by purchasing and managing different software node licenses you can earn rewards from several asset classes, all from the comfort and the convenience of your own home, which is what I'm doing today. So basically, I purchased a software mining license and I activated it. And my license, once it was activated, it started to mine. And then every day it's perpetual. Every day you're earning rewards daily through the mining process, and you can watch them roll in on the reward sections of the dashboard, which is kind of cool because you just keep seeing it go up and up and up. Sometimes it'll go down, but other times, then it'll keep going up and down. So it's like the stock market. And then number three, third step is when it's time, you can withdraw your rewards and exchange them for other DebtBox tokens, other currencies, or use them to make DebtBox ecosystem purchases. So with that, here's an example of the back office and the licenses that that we currently own with our own mining. And you'll see that there are a number of licenses, and each of these licenses, as I said earlier, provide daily residuals. And there's also daily accumulated tokens every single day that are accumulating. So this gives you a little idea of what we have going on with the commodities meet cryptocurrencies. So looking at the DebtBox ecosystem, blockchain and cryptocurrencies can be complex and overwhelming, which it was for me in the very beginning, and to many other individuals as well. But for years, we have been hearing about blockchain, and many of us want to get involved. But simply, we haven't. I didn't until just a couple of years ago. And that has really taken the guesswork out of it. There's no fake meme coins here. Real projects tied to real assets. That's the key there. Real assets, oil, gold, aluminum, natural gas are some of the examples, and they're brought to you in the comfort of your own home. Okay, so we are getting close to a wrap to today's episode, and I wanted to close out with a couple of key points, if I may. So the first one is the top 3 reasons people shy away from cryptocurrency. The first one is volatility and risk. Don't you get this with the stock market as well? And this is something that I really came to terms with. Every investment is some type of risk, whether it's the stock market, even purchasing a home. That's a real estate risk. So every investment has some type of risk. And yes, it does make people hesitate. It made me hesitate for a very long time, but heck, that's why I waited 11 years after Bitcoin launched until I stepped out of my comfort zone, addressing that second reason, which is lack of understanding. Cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies can be complex and difficult to grasp for individuals who are not familiar with understanding the concepts. And it's all about learning and really understanding. So you get educated, and the technical jargon, the cryptographic principles, and the decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies can be intimidating, leading some people to shy away from engaging with them. And this lack of understanding and knowledge about cryptocurrencies work may take individuals to feel uncomfortable or uncertain about investing in using them. And this is where self-education and mentorship come in, which has changed my outlook personally, along with a lot of the other people that I'm affiliated with in this industry. And it is going to be changing the world. It is here. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. And you're going to have to grasp it at some point or another. And number 3 is the security concerns. Cryptocurrency exchanges and wallets have been targeted by hackers in the past, resulting in the loss of significant amounts of funds. Yes, this has been a problem. No matter what industry you're in, how many people's credit cards or bank accounts have been hacked over the years? Mine personally, have been for sure minimum of 10 times or more bank accounts and credit cards. So, however, today more and more security checks are being implemented, For example, I'll give you an example of dual authentication. And the easiest way to explain this is when I log into my account, I am prompted with a code. I have to put in an access code. And where do I get that code? None other than my phone. And this authenticated code is randomly generated every 60 seconds. Every 60 seconds, you get a brand new code to enter in, and it's synced to your login accounts. So more and more security measures are taking place with these companies to assure that there's more stability and security with regards to your money. And so the second point here I wanted to bring on, there are several reasons why people love cryptocurrency, and here are some of the three common ones. Potential for high returns. Yes, and many of you have seen people having great success with Bitcoin and Ethereum, some of these tokens that are out there. But cryptocurrencies have gained a reputation for delivering substantial returns on investment. And many early adopters and investors have really experienced significant profits as the value of certain cryptocurrencies skyrocket over time. And this potential for high risk has attracted individuals who are looking for alternative options and opportunities that are outside of the traditional financial markets. The second aspect is decentralization and financial freedom. This is what I love the most about this. Cryptocurrencies operate on a decentralized network, typically based on blockchain technology, and this decentralized eliminates the need for intermediaries such as banks or governments to facilitate transactions, giving individuals more control over their finances. And this is what it's all about, is we want more control over our finances. And cryptocurrencies offer that promise of financial freedom, allowing users to transact peer-to-peer. I can transfer tokens, I can transfer monies, I can transfer G points, so forth and so on, from myself to another individual without any third-party interaction being dependable on that. And then the third is technology, technological innovation and potential. Back in the day when I got started in computers, they said it would never last. Now computers are running the world, and they're running cryptocurrency. They're running our banks. They're running the systems. And cryptocurrencies, again, are built on blockchain technology, which is considered a groundbreaking innovation, which it is. It really is. And supporters of cryptocurrencies are often drawn to the potential of informative power of blockchain technology, which can revolutionize various industries beyond finance. Again, commodities meeting, or cryptos meeting commodities. So that's beyond the financial industry. And you've got such things as, the blockchain management, healthcare, decentralized applications, and this technological aspect attracts individuals who are interested in being part of the disruptive movement and see cryptocurrencies as the future of financial and technology today. So think back of the day when the Apple came out, or the iPhone. What happened with those resources? The iPhone, Apple computer, they were all very, very innovative, but people were really scared. But hey, look at where they are today. They're top sellers. And cryptocurrency, again, as I stated, is here to stay, and it is going to revolutionize the globe. Globally, it's going to impact this. So with that, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not a financial planner nor a day trader. However, I was one of the millions who were unhappy with being guided by people who were not getting us the results that we were really looking for. And this was the time that we made the decision to take control of our own finances, just as I did with my own health 5 years ago. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, being led in the medical industry when I was not getting the results that I was getting. And today that has completely changed from a health perspective. Now finances are there, and finances are the number one stressor for most people that are out there today. You can't deny me on that. So with that, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, you can contact me at one of the 3 locations on the screen. If you go to my website, please click on the tab Financial Fitness. You'll find my calendar link to schedule a Zoom call with me. And as I mentioned earlier, season 5 will be dedicated completely to financial fitness, financial wellness. And for those who are looking for information and or options to looking at getting, some more investments and opportunities and wanting more knowledge about this world that we're going into. Well, we're already in cryptocurrency, in the space. We're still, it's a very small fraction of people who are actually in it. So there's a potential of a lot of growth here. So I look forward to hearing from you in the very near future, and hope you'll join me not only in seasons 1 through 4, but also in season 5, which will be filled with an amazing group of entrepreneurs who are going to share a lot of great value, great wealth, great knowledge. Remember this: I believe we all should be living in abundance and optimum wellness physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And lastly, mental fitness is the new physical health. And I will see you on the inside next time. Thanks, everybody. Have an awesome one.